I think David said the other day that you're limiting Dakota a little bit just to give other guys more reps. Can you tell us a little bit about kind of your rotation with the linebackers right now? Who you're trying to give more work to?
Right. The thing that we're trying to focus on right now is just getting where you're not just focusing and memorizing one position. They've got to learn Mike, Will, and if we're in base defense, Sam. So a guy like Rico Jeffers is a guy that's played multiple spots, trying to get him a ton of reps. Braden Stringer and even Kevin Moore are guys that we're trying to get reps to and get experience, because they're guys that have a skill set that can help us in some form or fashion. And last year with some things that went down with some injuries, you want to be able to make sure we can get the right guys on the field, and I think that's what we're trying to do. And Dakota's a veteran, but he's getting his fair share of reps too now.
I know you just said that you're trying to work guys at all those spots. Mm-hmm. Where do you think Kevin's natural spot, Moore's natural spot is in your scheme?
He's a guy that, to me, is a will. He's a guy that's a runner and a tackler. He has a great instinct for finding the football and tackling. When we play our three-man front, he can get away with being the 210-pound kid that he is. But, I see him being able to play any of our edge positions in our third down package where you're blitzing and dropping. Obviously, he's a very good athlete, so he can do some coverage things that would help us a lot on third down. And, as far as in our nickel package, the Will backer just kind of seems to fit him. He's protected. He can run and tackle, So I'd say that's where he would fit.
You have the rush guys now, correct?
Yes, sir.
How's that kind of working out? Just maybe in the room, so to speak, even before you get out here?
It's been great. The thing that when you play as much three-man front that we've kind of gotten to, that rush position has got to be tied into the Mike and the Will. So there's some runs that teams are doing nowadays that force your rush to fold over top and be a second-level defender like a linebacker would be. So them hearing the language, hearing the lingo, and then being able to understand what Dakota's talking about, or our Will backer, whether it's Kevin or Stringer, when they're giving them an indicator of where that ball might go, that's where them being in the room has been beneficial. But from a standpoint, they've been great, learning a few different techniques, and what we're asking them to be is more of an overhang. They know they're not going to be as a defensive end type guy right now. They're going to learn the actual linebacker piece this spring, and then as we get moving forward, we can rush them in pass situations.
How important is it to have a player like Dakota in your room being able to help?
Well, he's great because of the experience and the leadership that he brings. But the thing that is glaring when you walk in my room, there's 5 guys that have started a game, and that's not even including the rushes. There's really 7 if you count them. Over 30% of all defensive snaps are in that room returning. So not just him, but even the Braden Stringer, even Jordan Brooks and Rico Jeffers played a lot of snaps. So the direction and the standard that's set in that room, which is geared, and the drive starts with Dakota, but the rest of them kind of a follow, and they have some experience and leadership as their own.
What's your evaluation of Jordan this spring?
Great so far. He had his best day today. He's been limited early with the hamstring, so we did limit his reps as well. When he did get those first 2 practices, we put the full gamut at him today, and he took a good almost 50% of all the reps and was very productive, and he's getting back comfortable in what he's doing.
How much y'all used him a lot to rush the passer last year, seemed like, and he showed a lot of speed. How much of a component of his game is that aspect, you think?
Well, he's got an unbelievable skill set because he's strong and fast, and he's 200, and I think he weighed 243 yesterday. So he's a guy that can create mismatches, but if you need him to go rush a tackle, he can, and we're trying to that's one of his focuses this spring, is working his pass rush techniques. He's kind of raw when he did it last year. He just relied on his athleticism, and right now we're trying to get the fundamental part down. So the bonus that he brings athletically is huge.
2 more. Going back to just a moment, with the rush guys coming under your umbrella, what kind of went into that decision?
Well, just the different types of run games you're getting, and then when a 3-man front, and the way that the Big 12 is so innovative, the runs that you're getting, we're making those rush or your overhangs tackle the football in certain situations, and just them being able to get trained with that second level, daily, I think is what went into it. But they've got a good background, and they still have to understand that they've got to be our fourth rusher a lot on pass situations. So, it's just the same old deal with the hybrid position. But with the innovative offenses in this league, I think that's the big key component was they've got to be able to help fit some of this run game up.
Beyond all the returning guys that you mentioned, is there anybody kind of deeper on the depth chart, or any young guys that have flashed a little bit for you? The numbers, we don't have as many. So yeah. Kev's really the one guy, Kevin Moore, and I was really pleased with what he did today. Got a lot more reps than normal. I think he got about 30 total team reps, which was awesome, and he handled it well. Got into the tempo period when our offense was going fast, so that's a guy that I'm really focusing on, because he's a guy that has a good skill set that can play, and we just need to get him moving and find his role and what he feels comfortable with.
Thanks, Coach.